So we're going to start by rolling our shoulders for big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Big circles. And change the opposite direction. Nice big circles. Three, two, one. Okay, drop the head all the way around. You get to the front, change direction, bring it back. Move to that neck as much as we can. Okay, one more each direction. Two. Okay, from there, hands on hips, feet shoulder apart, we're in a circle. And all the way back around. Moving through the hips here. Big circle, and all the way back. Three, two, and one. Okay, bring your feet together. Bend the knees slightly, keeping our back straight. Little circles with our knees all the way around and back. Or three, two, and one. Okay, back up, out onto the toe. Little circle, and bring it back the opposite direction. Just loosen out our joints here, and then we'll move into the muscles. A little circle around and back. Three, two, one. Over onto the opposite side. Three, two, one. Okay, we're going to do a little balance thing today. So we're going to start with putting whichever is your weaker foot in front of your good side. So on my side, it's my right's going forward, and my left is going behind me. We're going to bring our hands out if you need for balance. If not, you can bring it by your side. I'm going to look over our right shoulder, back, over, and back. Keep your core as tight as possible here. Try and keep yourself balanced as well. Breathe through each one. We're going to do 5, 4, and here's number 5, over shoulder and back. We're going to go to the opposite side. Over. Three, 4, and 5. Okay, I haven't done this in a while. We're going to look up. 2, up to the ceiling. 3, 4, and once more, 5. This time we're going to look down towards the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to go diagonally up to the right. So up, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go down to the left now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going up diagonally to the left here. If you're wobbling, don't worry. This is actually quite tough. I'm going to look up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to go diagonally down to the right for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to try and do each one here. So try not to wobble too much. I'm having enough fun doing that. We're going to go right to left. We're going up and we're going down. We're going diagonally right. We're going diagonally left. We're going diagonally left and diagonally right. Okay, we're going to repeat this a couple of times now. So to the right and to the left. We're going up and we're going down. We're going out to the right, down to the left, up to the left, and down to the right. We're going to do this 3 more times, okay? So, over to your right shoulder, over your left shoulder. Back to center, we're going up, and we're going down. We're going out to the right, and down to the left. Ooh. We're going up to the right, up to the left, and down to the right. Okay, we're doing twice more. Okay, so over to the right, over to the left, up and down. Over to the right, up to the right, down to the left, up to the left, and down to the right. One more. Over your right shoulder, over your left shoulder, up and down, diagonally right, diagonally left, up, diagonally left, and down diagonally right. Alright, that one done. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to bring our feet into a wider hip distance apart and we'll come side to side. Okay, open up as far as you can. Okay, push side to side, open up the inside of our hips here. Use your glute to push yourself back up. Can you start to lower into a squat while you're doing this? So we're trying to go lower each time. Open up those hips. Keeping your back straight. So if you are going lower, we don't want to be going like this. We're going to keep our back up and we're opening to our hips. When you've gotten as low as you can, we're going to pop our elbows inside our hips and just sit down. Pushing them up as wide as we can. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it down to the mat. So you want to go lengthways on your mat. We're not leaning on our knees, we're leaning on the inside of our thigh here. So we're on our quad and muscle. It should be a straight line from your knee to your ankle. And we're just going to rock back and forward. Keeping our back straight. So should be lengthways on your mat. You should be able to do this. If you are leaning on the muscle, you should be able to do this on any ground. So if you're leaning on your kneecap, this will be very sore. But you see, I'm on the wooden floor here because I'm leaning on the muscle. It's okay. Rocking back as far as you can and forward. And you're keeping that back straight. Rock back and forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's walk the knees in. We're going to come to a box position. So if you need to turn around onto your mat, you can. We're going to spread our hands nice and wide here. And we're just going to lean over our hands and back. So we're opening up our hand muscles here and also stretching our wrists a little bit. But we want to spread our fingers as far as we can. Rock back and forward. Back and forward. Keeping our hands as widely spaced as we can. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, you can bring them sideways on the mat if you want. And if you find that too uncomfortable, keep them where they are and just going to rock back and forward again. Again, we're making sure that our hands are spread nice and wide. We want to actually open up the muscle in our hands as well because they are used to being quite closed off. So if you feel this quite stretching in your hands, that's all right. It should be quite an intensive stretch on the hands. We go 3, 2, 1. Back for a second. Shake it out. Get them moving. In circles of the wrists. Fingers in and out, moving them. Lots of movement here. Okay, we're going to come back to our box position here. We're going to drop our head, tuck our hips, push back up towards the ceiling. Do your few cat cows. Untucked hips, look up. Imagine a string in the middle of your back, pulling you up and coming back. Hips lift up. Move and back down. Tucking those hips, pushing back up towards the ceiling, come back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's roll our shoulders back, roll forward. Nice big circles, getting as much turn through them as we can. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, needs to come up for a second. Just shake out the hands a little bit. Stay in that position here. What we're going to do is we're going to bring one foot back. Just going to lean our foot back to stretch out our calf muscle a little bit first. So push that heel towards the floor. Move a little bit closer, come too close to the cage. Push just that heel. You can slightly rock back on it, but do this very slowly if you are. Three, 2, 1. Okay, from there, let's lift the leg up. Okay, we're going to push our heel up towards the ceiling, trying to engage our glute to lift up. Squeeze up. We're not moving our upper body, so our upper body should be staying still. We're pushing our glute up towards the ceiling, so you shouldn't be going like this. Should be staying still. Movement should just be through the hip. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to draw a little circle with our heel. Again, upper body shouldn't move. Start as much as you can. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to change direction opposite way. Again, keeping that upper body still, just to our hip. For 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold it there now. I'm going to pull your heel in towards your bum, activating our hamstrings. Just back for a leg here. Pull in and back. Pull in and back. We're going to do 10 reps here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, bring it down. We're going to swap to the other side now. We're going to start off by popping our foot back. So toe is into the floor, and just pushing your heel to the ground as much as you can, just gradually stretching it. A little calf stretch. You can rock back forward here. Four, 3, 2, and 1. From there, again, we're going to lift that leg, right, keeping ourselves nice and square. And you're going to push your heel up towards the ceiling. So squeezing the glute, we're not moving our upper body here. And we're just using our glute to lift up and lower. Little pulses. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there, a little circle. Again, keeping our upper body still as possible. Core is really tight here. Just moving through our hip. 7, 8, 9, 10. Change direction. Remember, you might find one side harder than the other. For me, this is a lot more difficult. 7, 8, 9, 10. Holding it up in that position, and you're going to pull your heel towards your bum. 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it back down. We're going to sit back onto our heels and pull our hands forward into a little child's pose. Okay, walk your hands over to one side. Bring it back to center. Bring it out to the other side. Stretch on each side here. Bring it back to center. I'm going to come forward, drop the hips, hands each side of the body, and just push up to wherever is comfortable for you. Pushing out the core. 3, 2, 1. Let's lower it back down to the mat. We're going to keep our toes in contact with the mat. We're going to put our hand either at our sides, at our temples, or out in front of us. So sides the easiest, temples next, and out in front of you is the hardest. And you're just going to lift up as high as you can. Keeping your eyes on the floor the whole time. Squeeze up and lower.
4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, you're going to lower down, grab one foot, your hand if you can, and pull the heel as close to your bum as you can. If you can pull it right in, just do, but if just as close as you can, pulling towards, stretching the front of our thigh here. And then lightly stretching it. If you can pull a little bit closer, do. If you can't, don't worry. Three, 2, 1, let it go. We're going to stop the other side. Enough time comes out. You can use your hand you're not using as well. If you want, you can rest your head on it. Up to yourself. Yeah, we're just pulling in towards our bum here. If you can, pull a little closer. If you can't, don't worry. Three, 2, 1, let it go. Bring those hands out in front of us. We're going to lift one, the opposite hand, and the opposite leg. So lift up tight as you can, squeeze, tight as you can, squeeze. I'm going to do 4 more each side. 4, 3, 2, and one last one. From there, keeping our face down, so face down into the mat. Going to bring your arms out, bring your thumbs up towards the ceiling. Lift your arms up. I'm going to bring them up over our head and back. A little circle up and back. Keeping your shoulder blades engaged the whole time here. Little half circles. Thumbs are facing the ceiling. And our hands are not touching the ground. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring them down. We're going to come over onto our back now. So we're going to lie flat. What you're going to do is walk your left foot over to the edge of the mat. You're going to bring your arms up overhead. So you're going to grab your right hand, your right wrist with your left hand and just pull it to the side. Walk your left foot to the side, bring your right foot on top of your left. And then if you can, shimmy your hips out a little bit. So make a little half moon or a little banana shape. And you're just going to lightly pull with your left hand, bring your right arm across. And then, yeah, keeping the feet to the other side. And you should feel stretched down the side of your body. So we're just going to stay like this for a second. If you're finding you want a bit more of a stretch, you can try and shimmy your hips out a little bit more. Or just stay where you are. Just stretching the entire right side of our body here. Might find it stiffer in other places. Might find it in your shoulders, might find it in your hips, find it down the side of your leg. Could be different on each side, just where you find it. On for 3, 2, 1, let it go. We're going to bring ourselves back to center. This time you're going to bring your left hand across and grab your wrist with your right arm. Walk your Right leg over to the side, put the left on top, and shimmy the hips the opposite way. So we're just going to hold it in that position there. And again, if you need to make it a little bit more of a stretch, you can bring your arms further or try and shimmy your hips further away. Again, you might find this in a different place to your other side. I found the last side more in my shoulder, on my hip, and I find this one more in my leg. Keep breathing here. I'll hold it for a couple of seconds. On it for 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back in there. Okay. From there, let's keep our legs outstretched. We're going to bring one knee up, preferably the knee you started with. Grab it with the opposite hand. So right knee up, left hand, pull it across, far around you can, a little twist. And you can bring your hand out, right hand out, push the shoulder into the mat and get a bit of a stretch on our chest. If you want to make it a little bit more intense, you can bring your hand up higher. And we're going to look the direction our knee is going as well. Just breathing here as well. Four, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up and around. Lengthen out that leg. Go to the opposite side. Other hand comes round. One across. And then we keep with the opposite hand flat. Keep that shoulder on the mat. If you want to make the stretch a little bit more intense, bring your hand above your shoulder height. And then we're looking the way our knee is going. And again, we're just going to settle into that here. And we're holding for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back around, let it down. Okay, we're going to bend our knees here. You're going to bring one leg, stack one ankle on top of the other knee. And then from there, we're going to lift up, bring our hands in between our legs and just pull in towards ourselves. Just as far as comfort. You can try and push that knee away from your body as well. If you want, you can extend your other leg up towards the ceiling and give a little bit of a hamstring stretch, but we're going to do another hamstring stretch in a minute anyway, so up to you what you do. Over 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. We're going to swap it over to the opposite side. Again, lift up and pull in towards yourself. Pointing that toe. Pushing that knee away from your body. The butt lifted. From there, if you want to extend that other foot, do. If not, just stay where you are. 3, 2, 1. Let it down. Extend the legs out. We're going to sit up. So this is kind of for our back, and also it will get our hamstrings a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to inhale, exhale, fold ourselves forward, bring our hands to the mat beside us. And we're not reaching for our toes here. We're going to try and get our elbows to the floor as much as we can. So we're just going to drop our head, let it go as heavy as possible. So you're going to stretch the whole way down the back here. You're always going to feel the stretch in your hamstrings, to the back of your leg. You might find it in your neck as well. If you drop your head, you'll really feel the neck stretch out. Maybe try and breathe, see if you can fall a little bit lower. Don't force it though. You can feel that spine elongate as we do this. A few more seconds here, letting the head really go heavy. Don't hold it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's inhale, exhale, come back up. Okay, I'm going to flip over back to our knees here. I'm going to start bring 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and squeeze the glute from behind, and we're just going to push, lean into our first little bit of tension here, stretching out the front of the hip, and we're just going to leave there, hold it there for 10 seconds. You feel comfortable to do so. From there, push it a little bit further. And again, if you feel comfortable to do so, push a little bit further. And then once more, if you can't just stay where you are. Aiming here, squeeze that glute, opening up that front, the hip as much as we can. Three, 2, 1. Bring it up. Okay, swap to the opposite side. Again, we're just going for that first time. You feel a little bit of tension, so probably won't be that far starting off. Now you can go a little bit further. Again, we're holding about 10 seconds. Make sure you're squeezing that glute from behind, supporting that muscle, helping it open up. You can go a little bit further now, do. And again. And you can go a little bit further. Three, 2, 1. Bring it back up. We're going to stand up and interlock our fingers behind our back.
Your shoulders together and just lift up as high as you can. Keeping your chest forward, keeping your head up. Again, can lift a little higher. If you can't, don't worry. And once more, can you go a little higher. Now let it go. Swap it over, pull the hands forward, pushing those shoulder blades far apart if you can. Okay, I'm going to lift up towards the ceiling, pushing up as high as you can. Lean over to one side. Feel that stretch down the side again. Bring it back to center. And over to the opposite side. And once more back to center, let it go, and you're next. Well done.